Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? I hope you guys are doing good out there. Glad to have y'all here for another weather update, my friends. Because we do have ourselves a bit of an event coming up here regarding severe weather starting here for Saturday. We're going to need to be on the lookout, my friends, as we are seeing a system set to drive severe weather down south for places like Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. We'll have to definitely be on the lookout. But anyways, before we get on into it, we have to give a big thank you to Mark, dude. Mark has been super sweet lately and so much supportive. Thank you so much, Mark, for donating $5 at the beginning of the stream. Thank you so much, dude. You absolutely rock. That is very sweet of you, man. So huge thank you goes to Mark. But let's go ahead and see who we have here for today in the chat. We have Mar, we have Minions, we have, let's see here, Mark, obviously. We have Broccoli, we have Crystal. Let's see here. We have Aries. We have Logan. Let's see here. We also have Xavier. Intense. Let's see. Linda. Roadster Jim. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Kayla's here. Cheesy Weather. Logan. Jonathan. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Once again, glad to have y'all here for another update here. So, we are going to dive right on into it. I do want to take you guys straight to the Storm Prediction Center here for the first little bit. We'll get into models and stuff like that in this live stream as well. But real quickly, you know what I'm going to do real quickly? I am actually going to bring it over here for you. I am not going to switch scenes. We're just going to bring it up here. So, we are watching the system pop through. So, basically here for, let's see here, so day 5. So, this is for Saturday. This Saturday, we got ourselves a big 15% risk here issued by the Storm Prediction Center. So this is equivalent to a slight risk severe threat level 2 out of 5. The maximum for, you know, this time period for a couple days out is 30%. We got a 15% right now, but we'll definitely have to watch out for it because, you know, like I said, all hazards will be possible. Tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds will be a concern and something we need to look out there for. So yeah, East Texas, we have central and northern Louisiana, western Mississippi. The threat has actually extended a little bit more to the east here since yesterday's update. Portions here of central, southern Arkansas, and a small sliver of southeastern portions. A small sliver here of southeastern portions of Oklahoma has got to be on the lookout there for this. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. In terms of day 6, so this is for Saturday. Remember, Saturday is the big day. Sunday here, we do not have a risk for Sunday. As of right now, there's no risk. However, they have it as predictability too low. Not potential too low. It just means that, you know, right now there could be severe weather, but there still needs to be a little bit of, you know, there still needs to be a little bit of things worked out before we can understand. But I think this could potentially work its way to the east here overall here for Sunday as well. So it's really this weekend we got to be on the lookout there for it. Let's see here. This is going to be a big storm for many. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm actually going to hop you over to the models now because I do want to talk about it regarding, you know, who could see what overall. We're going to start off here with the American GFS like we usually do here. So we start our way down in time. We get ourselves a low-pressure system that kicks up across the Central Plains, moving in through the Midwest. We're going to see a lot of thunderstorm activity stretching all the way down, once again, from eastern Texas up through Louisiana, Arkansas. Now, here's the thing. There is a possibility that maybe just some thunderstorm and maybe potentially even some isolated severe storms could be possible as far down, or sorry, as far up north as portions like Illinois. Whenever it comes to the model here overall, it has the available energy for thunderstorms working its way all the way up here into portions like, you know, the western Ohio Valley. So a couple thunderstorms can't be ruled out there according to what, you know, the GFS model has to say here. But overall, regarding the instability, so basically here for the late 8th into the early 9th, we're going to be seeing possibly some nighttime thunderstorms. Now, that kind of raises concerns, honestly, because, you know, whenever you have nighttime thunderstorms with all hazards, including tornadoes, large hail damaging winds, that nocturnal threat is a big problem because you can't see anything, you can hardly hear it because, you know, it's usually raining pretty hard, so it's kind of hard to hear anything. So you really have no way of knowing what's going on unless you are paying attention to those warnings and stuff like that, which we'll be live for come Saturday, okay? But anyway, so yeah, that's a possible night threat. It looks like right around midnight here for the Central Plains. Come here for the early 9th overall. Now, like I said, there could be a possibility for, severe weather, maybe working its way here further to the east, as it seems possible. But honestly, I think the biggest threat here, as of right now, will be here for basically the 9th, for the most part. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. But anyways, so if we take a look at the overall, winter weather perspective as well, the GFS has been showing, a little bit of a snow activity until the latest few runs. Obviously, at this point here, the GFS does not really have too much snowfall on this event here. So I'm not still completely ruling out any potential for snowfall, but the GFS does not really show that. It really just kind of shows more of a severe weather concern. So a lot of places, including like the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, the southeastern United States, Mid-Atlantic, maybe the Northeast, it's still a little too far for me. It's 138 hours out. It's a little iffy for me. I don't like forecasting too far because obviously the more further you go out, the more unpredictable it is. But yeah, it looks like a lot of rain could be working its way throughout the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast here too, probably for right around the 11th. So we'll definitely need to be, on the lookout there for that. But anyway, so that's one model. Remember, that's just a model. That's just one opinion. Obviously, it's good to grab, it's obviously good to grab more than one opinion here. So this is the CMC model, but honestly, there's a lot of similarities between the two models here. So this is the CMC one we were just talking about, showing that big cold front developing across, eastern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, the big severe weather risk areas we were talking about out there. So that is where we need to be really looking out there for. But this model regarding winter weather actually has a bit more activity compared to what the American GFS had to say. This one does show a little bit of winter weather on the back inside, maybe some snow out there towards the Midwest, maybe the western Ohio Valley, and it really wraps up into quite a beast of a snowstorm up there across, like southeastern Canada. So overall, between the two models, it definitely looks like severe weather will be a good likelihood. We have a lot of instability, a lot of strong winds in place for severe weather to kick off here. But when it comes to winter weather, y'all, it does not seem like it's going to be that significant of an event as compared to what we see right now. And if we were to see winter weather, it would actually be more in the southeastern side of Canada, overall, more than likely. So as of right now, it does not look like a big winter weather event, but it does look like a pretty decent severe weather event overall. Let's see, we have Icon model. Here's another model. Just grabbing as many opinions as we can, because that's obviously a good, it's obviously a good thing to do. Wow, dude, this model goes quite nuts. So this is the Icon model. It actually agrees with what the CMC had to say. Has those storms popping off across East Texas through Louisiana, through portions here of Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, maybe even as far, as far up north as like Kentucky potentially. Really nasty line of storms there, according to this in particular model here. And of course, it does actually wrap up a lot of heavy snow on the southeastern side of Canada, as we were talking about here. So that in itself, guys, is pretty interesting. So severe weather and winter weather seems very likely with this system to some extent. Although the most of the, the most of the impacts will be regarding severe weather overall. So we'll definitely need to be watching out for that over the next several days for sure. Let's see here. Let's see. What's up, BXLOA? Bella? Didn't you say it was Bella? I think it's Bella. What's up, Bella? Let's see here. Terry says hello from the Thumb of Michigan. Keep safe, brother, and y'all. Well, I appreciate that. You as well, my friend. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments and stuff. Uh-oh, did my thing freeze? Here, let's go restart it real quickly. Let's see here. Go ahead and load up my chat here so I can actually see. Yeah, for some reason it looked like it actually kind of cut out there for a second. Anyways, oh, hold on a minute. My program here is being a little, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's see here. Who else? Okay, we'll get the zip codes here in a little bit, guys. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's see here. Lisa says, I love that terminology, nocturnal threat. Thank you for all you do for us. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, my friend. Yeah, like I said, I'm here for you guys. I want to make sure that y'all are prepared for this event. We're going to be here until the event obviously happens. And of course, whenever the event actually does happen, of course, we are going to be live for it overall. So we'll be here throughout the entire process of the system here. Can I go over the wind gusts? Yeah, I can do that for you. Let's see here. We're going to hop over. Let's see. I'm going to load one of my other models here. And yeah, let's take a look at that. So let's see. I'm going to switch over here in 1 second, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up the models. So for the wind speeds, we're going to start off with the American GFS model. We'll take a look at the European one as well. How about that? So let's go ahead and hop over there right now, y'all. We're going to switch on over here to those models. So we work our way down in time here as the system rolls through. It really, wow. Yeah, it really looks like a windbag event here for portions like the Central Plains. We're talking like over 45 mile per hour wind gusts out there towards like Oklahoma, Kansas, portions here of Missouri. Now this is for the 7th. It's actually here for the 7th, so we'll have to look out there for that overall. Let's see here. In terms of wind gusts, though, it's definitely going to be quite windy. I mean, even some gusts up there across like the Tennessee Valley here come for the 10th. Same thing. We're going to see those wind gusts, like 40, 45 miles per hour potentially, maybe a little higher in some gusts could be possible. So the wind gusts on this, wow. Once the system approaches the northeast, according to the GFS here, we're seeing some wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. That is right here for the 10th, the late 10th, actually. That in itself is a little concerning. Let's see what the European model has to say about that real quickly. It's obviously good. Like I said, it's obviously great to grab more than one opinion, because if you just grab one, it's obviously not very good. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the northeast here come the 10th. Actually here for the late 10th into the 11th. It looks like the northeast is going to get pounded by some heavy winds. Let's actually zoom into those regions there. Yeah, look at that. Right up across the northeast, y'all. So we're talking basically portions like Virginia, Maryland, Delaware. Let's see here. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York State, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. It looks like you guys are going to be getting some pretty gnarly wind gusts. According to it, some of these winds could be breaking 60 to 70 miles per hour. That in itself is pretty interesting. Wow. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be quite a wind event, too, it looks like. So we'll have to be, we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that too. Let's see here. Drums to Go says, thank you very much for all the info and a great reporting, friend. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, my friend, anytime. Let's see. Tyrone says, do I think that the snow would produce the Thumb of Michigan possibly have enough snow for a snow day? Are you talking about the big storm system coming up here? Let's see here. Let's hop on back to the models real quickly. I do want to bring y'all over here real quick. Hold on. Let's see. All right, we're going to hop you guys down here again. We're going to take a look back to those models. So with the winter weather we were discussing here, and you're talking about upper, Michigan area. According to most of the models, like I said, here's the icon. It really doesn't show too much snow happening out of this event here. Whenever it comes to CMC, which is another one. It kind of agrees with the icon. I mean, maybe a little bit of snow out there, possibly. This is right here for basically the morning of the 11th, late 10th overall. So it's possible you could get a little bit of winter weather. We still need to work things out a bit with the models. The GFS, the big boy, the American GFS here, does show a little bit of snow. It does. It does show a little bit of something. But I don't think it would be really anything too significant, considering that the snowfall does not seem to be extremely heavy, for one, and not to mention the duration of how much snow is falling, or the duration that the snow is over that area, seems pretty low. It seems like it's a pretty quick event here. But I really don't think we're going to see too much craziness with it, at least from what I'm seeing right now with the models. As you've seen here, all three of the models show more of a main severe weather problem rather than a winter weather concern. But like I was saying, though, for southern Canada, that could be a problem regarding snowfall. As it pushes up into that cooler air mass, it will eventually allow for from that precipitation to transition into wintry substance, wintry precip overall. Let's see here. Roby says, thanks for it. You guys are very welcome. I appreciate it. I really, really do. You guys are super sweet. Let's see here. I'm off to eat some Chick-fil-A. Oh, that sounds good, Roby. That sounds really good. Let's see here. Make sure my old house saved. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's see. Kimberly says, I'll be in New York City on Sunday. What day is Sunday? Isn't that the 10th? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. So, remember the wind we were talking about? You said New York City? Uh-oh. Let's see here. Are you going to be there for the 11th as well? Because, yeah, that kind of seems like an issue. Let's go ahead and full screen this real quickly so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So, yeah, those heavy wind gusts, I mean, even New York City could be seeing those wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. And this is here for the 11th, mostly the 11th. So, if you're there for the 11th, it's going to be very windy as that system works its way up through the region. A lot of the models, like I said, the European model we were talking about, and the American GFS, they both support quite a windy event for the Northeast here. Yeah, most of the wind out there is going to be for that Northeast region overall. So, yeah, we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that one too here overall. Let's see here. See major flight delays and cancellations. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised overall. Let's see here. Let's see, the 10th through the 14th. Okay, so yeah, Kimberly, you're going to definitely want to watch out for that. Like I said, we're talking wind gusts over 60, maybe up to 70 miles per hour. Could be pretty windy out there. So just be careful. That's all I can tell you. Be careful out there, and just hopefully it dies down a bit. Also, so the screen that you guys are looking at right now, so this is actually not a part of that big system. We obviously have a little bit of precipitation rolling through these regions right now, but I will mention, before this big event pops off, before the big event here this weekend pops off, we do have another little clipper system that's going to be rolling its way down through the Northeast here, possibly driving some snow out there towards western New York State, portions here of Pennsylvania, and maybe some new areas near New Jersey. But it looks like it kind of fades out here for basically the evening of the 7th. This is when it's going to be taking place. It's going to start really snowing out there. The big snow is going to really start to push in here for basically the morning of the 7th, and it should be out by the evening of the 7th. So that is another system. But overall, the current system we have right now is, driving a bunch of snow showers. So areas out there by, like Indiana, Ohio, portions out there by like Pennsylvania, even upper elevations of like West Virginia is actually forecasted to see a little bit of snow overall. And if I hop you guys over here to the expected accumulations out of that, so I'm going to bring up the expected snow accumulations over the next, let's see here, 72 hours, which is the next 3 days. So let me go ahead and move y'all over here real quickly. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see here. Okay, so whenever it comes to it overall, regarding the accumulation out of this snow event, it's actually a good amount, not too bad. A decent amount of snowfall for West Virginia and those upper elevations out there. We have areas out there by like Elkins. Let's see here if I can actually grab my probe here. We have like Elkins, maybe up to 2, maybe 3 inches or so. It's not a terrible heavy amount, but I consider this to be a pretty good snow. 2 to 4 inches for those upper elevations seems to be a good possibility, which definitely looks like it could definitely drive some some accumulations, maybe some impacts for those upper elevations there. Kathleen says, let's see here. I wouldn't be surprised if an enhanced risk is out on day 3 for the next severe weather event. Possibly. Honestly, I kind of agree with you, Kathleen. I think it's possible. Let me actually hop you all over here to the models on another page here. And we're going to dive into the severe weather event because the main thing, the main subject of this live stream, guys, is obviously let's see here, is obviously winter weather, or sorry, severe weather. Sorry, I'm moving things around here, getting a little distracted. But yeah, so it obviously is severe weather. So let's go ahead and hop on over here real quickly. I'm going to go ahead and switch y'all over here to the main screen. But yeah, so we're going to look at the ingredients that's available. So we're going to start off with the American GFS model. So we're taking a look at the thunderstorm juice, basically the energy, for the thunderstorms. You can see how we get a really big mass of thunderstorm juice, or we call CAPE, which is convective available potential energy out there. Let's see here, Crystal Miller, dude, coming in here with another support here. You absolutely rock, Crystal. Thank you so much. Yesterday you were really sweet and donated to us. Crystal coming in here with a $2 super chat, or I guess Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Crystal. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for that. You are absolutely awesome. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I was saying, all of that thunderstorm juice, the energy for thunderstorms, worked its way all the way up across, once again, Texas, up into eastern Oklahoma, even Missouri, portions out there towards Arkansas, Louisiana, according to the American GFS. Now, some of the available energy does work its way down into southern Illinois. Now, I'm not going to rule out the potential out there. Like I said, I'm not going to rule out the potential there for severe weather or any type of thunderstorm formation for southern Illinois. It seems quite possible, although the available energy, the CAPE we were talking about, seems pretty low. So the available energy, the juice for thunderstorms seems pretty low, although there is some available to where maybe some thunderstorms could theoretically happen. But you can see down here for basically the late Saturday commute, we got a decent amount of energy. Yeah, a decent amount of convective available energy here. I'm going to go ahead and hide my fat head real quickly so you guys can see this. But yeah, so you can see, some areas here well over 1,000 joules per kilogram, which if you don't know, we're looking for values really over 500 to produce severe weather. We really want them 1,000 plus. For a decent amount of instability. But it's there. It's doable. It's definitely doable. And whenever it comes to those lower level moistures, like I said, we're looking for those dew points to be in the 60s and preferably even some areas in the 70s, which that is the case here. So overall, my friends, it looks like we got the moisture, the lower level moisture for the thunderstorms. So the thunderstorms, they take that moisture, they take all that warm, humid air, and they shoot it straight up into the cooler atmosphere above. So above, it's a lot cooler as you go up in elevation. So all that warm moisture gets launched straight up, and it starts condensing as it rises up. So you get these big accumulating towers, these really big convective towers here. And so we call those cumulonimbus clouds. And so eventually they'll stack and they'll stack and they'll stack until they start getting too heavy, and of course they start dropping a lot of rain. And which at that point, then you get some thunderstorm activity. So there is enough moisture. Yeah, of course. There is definitely enough moisture for these thunderstorms. There's enough energy, as we were talking about here as well. Honestly, it looks pretty good. It really does. Regarding the moisture, regarding the overall convective energy. Now, one of the main things that I really want to mention with you guys, let me go ahead and hide my camera again real quickly so you guys can see the full picture. So, like I was saying, with all of that energy, with all of that instability, like I was talking about all that thunderstorm juice overall, with all of that in place, you see all of that thunderstorm energy. So this is where thunderstorms are capable of forming in this area here. Now, if we take a look at our lower level winds here, so basically the winds a couple thousand feet up, you can see that they're moving pretty quickly. We're talking like 40, 50 plus miles an hour. This is in the knots here, so it's a little higher than 52 knots here. But anyways, 55, probably right around 55 miles per hour. So pretty decently speeding. So overall, we got a lot of strong winds here across the lower elevations of the atmosphere. So this is going to kick in tornado mode. This is what we call the lower level jet stream. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a sounding here, which is basically a sample from this model throughout the atmosphere. I'm going to go ahead and bring this back up here so you guys can see. So I don't expect you guys to understand all that's going on right here. There's a lot of gibberish. I definitely understand that. I know a lot of you guys obviously don't know what we're looking at. But what I can tell you, this is a sample of a model telling me what the potential atmospheric conditions could look like. Like I was explaining, those dew points, they're in the 60s. Definitely pretty good. There's enough lower level moisture there overall. Now, one of the main things I do want to point out to you guys is the fact that this line here, this is the ground. This is the ground here. This is up 9 kilometers, and this is up 15 kilometers. So we're going up in elevation on this graph. Now, the red line, that's your temperature. The green line, that's your dew point. Okay, so that's pretty simple. So it's measuring the the temperatures and the dew points as you go up in elevation. That is very important for thunderstorm activity. So, but one of the main things I do want to look at here, though, is the wind. So this right-hand column, this shows us the wind speeds and the wind direction. So here at the surface, the winds are basically moving here. Let's see here. At the surface, the winds are basically moving here to the north, kind of northeast here, you can see. According to the barb here, we're talking about like 20 miles an hour. So near the ground level, we're getting those winds moving about like 20 miles an hour or so. But as you go up in elevation, so as we work our way up to like 9 kilometers, you can see how the wind direction changes a bit to more the east. So that wind direction changing, as well as the wind speeds are increasing, as you go up in elevation, that cause lower level rotation, which you can see on our hodograph. It's basically a vertical perspective, and showing us that, there is a bit of, like I said, there is a bit of curvature. There is a bit of rotating, rotating columns of air in the lower atmosphere. So that will allow for some rotation to occur, which ultimately would allow for some supercells and, like I said, some tornadoes. It seems to be good a possibility. So with that being said, that lower level jet there, it's really cranking up the potential for some tornadoes overall. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that. So tornadoes, we did mention large hail and damaging winds. All hazards are a concern come Saturday, okay? Saturday's a big day, guys. We got to be on the lookout there for it. Like I said, I hate to tell you guys this, but nighttime tornadoes seems possible. It does seem possible. So we'll have to be doing some, extensive coverage with this, guys, because obviously, tornadoes are dangerous by themselves, but at nighttime, they're a little bit more dangerous, obviously. So we'll need to be definitely on the lookout there. And you guys are going to definitely want to prepare for this event here for sure. Let's see here. Is it going to be okay in West Alabama? So right now, regarding the the official forecast from the Storm Prediction Center and all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and hop over here back to my main screen. So the main forecast here from the Storm Prediction Center, we do not have any areas that's in Western Alabama yet. However, the models, as we were looking there, they do show the potential for that severe weather activity to extend potentially into Sunday. So basically I'd even say late Saturday, early Sunday. There's a good shot you could see a bit of thunderstorm activity out there, maybe potentially some severe. So like I said, late Saturday, early Sunday would be your day here overall. The main event's actually going to be happening here, really kicking off there for basically, most of it's going to be happening here for basically late Saturday here overall. Let's see here. Will Ohio see a really bad severe weather event? No. Ohio's not going to get, any severe thunderstorms. They shouldn't anyways. Because the available energy we were talking about, basically the instability that's in the atmosphere, the thunderstorm juice, as you can see, it does not really even reach up into Ohio. There is a few pockets of some, very, very low amounts of thunderstorm energy, but it just won't materialize. It's just too weak overall. It's too far up there to where, the severe weather is mostly going to be on the south side, mostly going to be on the south end of the country. But, as far north as I think severe weather will be possible is out there by Missouri. Yeah, I think it could shoot all the way up to Missouri. Maybe even southern Illinois, I think, is a possibility. We'll have to see how that plays out. Let's see here. How does Nashville? So Nashville, honestly, I'm not going to rule out the chance for maybe a couple thunderstorms. Still watching for any potential of severe thunderstorms. Honestly, at the moment, I can't really tell you anything. I don't think there'll be severe weather out there by Nashville, honestly, because it looks like that cold front kind of degrades as it works its way out towards those regions there. It's mostly strongest across like central Missouri and through Arkansas region. But as it approaches portions of there like, Tennessee, it seems like that cold front starts to really break down according to this model anyways, which obviously it's good to, just take a look at more than one model. But like I was saying though, it just seems like it kind of fades down a bit. But I think that Mississippi, let's go ahead and hide my head again. It's kind of in the way there. But I think that like Mississippi and stuff, you can see there, here come basically early Sunday, late Saturday, could kick off maybe a bit of severe weather too. As the instability is still, decent enough to produce some severe storms, not to mention that lower level jet we were talking about, pretty strong winds across the lower atmosphere could allow for some rotating thunderstorms, ultimately supercells, which can produce tornadoes. Not all supercells produce tornadoes, but, most of them do. And if a tornado happens, it's from a supercell. But anyways, so that's kind of the main thing we need to look out there for. Now, what I want to do, let's see here, come May, I don't know about tomorrow night, but the night after, so not tomorrow night, but the night after, we should have the mid-range models coming through. And once that happens, like the NAM, we'll definitely get more information on this event here overall. But it definitely looks pretty interesting. I will tell you that the least. It definitely looks like it has a really solid potential of being, quite a decent event. It really does. And honestly, The thing we're looking at right now, we call this supercell composite, which basically just mixes up all of the thunderstorm ingredients, and it kind of highlights where the best favorable environment for thunderstorms kind of is. So it really shows you here for basically the late Friday. It shows you here for late Friday. We actually have a pretty good shot. Looks like a big avocado. But it looks like we have a decent shot for severe weather out there by Texas, even Oklahoma potentially. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't even rule out areas like, eastern Kansas, southeast Kansas, maybe for a little bit of severe weather. According to the GFS anyways, once again, take that with a grain of salt. It's one model. But that lower level jet there, I tell you, man, it's definitely it's there. But it looks like there might be a little bit of a cap issue, which is basically a blanket that prevents thunderstorms from forming in this area. So we'll have to monitor that. Once again, I want to wait till the mid-range models comes out for all of that. But that cap really breaks here come late Saturday, essentially, in which that's when I think the main event's going to happen overall. Let's see here. All right, let's go and get to some of these comments here. Sorry, I've been kind of rambling too much. Let's see. Are we doing zip codes right now? Not yet, but we will hear very soon. We will hear very soon. I will do zip codes, and I'll let you guys know if you're in that threat. Hopefully, I can get the overlay this time to actually work, because beforehand, it wasn't wanting to work here last time. Let's see. Yep, looks like it's not really wanting to work too well. I'm trying to get it to where it wants, to where it pops up the overall risk area here for day 5, but it really doesn't. So we'll just have to do what we did yesterday. That's all right. Let's see here. Desi says, I'm in Arkansas. Let's see. How of the state may be an impact for the storm. So Arkansas, like I said, we were talking about, you can see how that energy, that thunderstorm juice does work its way through Arkansas. So, there's a good shot we could see some thunderstorms and perhaps even some severe weather as well. So some severe thunderstorms. I'm going to grab a sounding across like the Little Rock area, from the GFS here, just to kind of grab a little look and see what the models are kind of hinting towards. Once again, I don't expect you guys to really understand this too much. So, yeah, we're going to grab another sounding. That one's not the best, honestly. Some of the soundings there are contaminated, meaning that they're, not really good to read off of, but the lower level rotation is there. And, what's some thunderstorms that can happen, I would honestly say that there could be a potential for a couple tornadoes. I would not be surprised if that. And this would be happening here basically for Saturday. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. So portions of Arkansas, I think you could be in a concern. And actually, now that I talk about it, once again, back on the actual Storm Prediction Center's outlook here, if I can bring you over there right now, you can actually see how you are included. A lot of central southern Arkansas is in that big risk overall. So we'll definitely be looking out there for that. Good evening, Keto. Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. A Honda. I didn't really pay a lot of attention. Should I have? Honda? What are you talking about? Kyle says, are we going to get snow? Let's see here, mountains. Okay. We'll get to the zip codes here in a minute, Kyle. Just give me a minute. Overall, I do want to bring up the models one last time, and then we will dive on into the overall view. How about that? So give me a few moments, and remind me again here in a minute, okay? But anyways, let's hop over here real quickly one last time. We're going to hop over to this page here. I just want to grab one quick more look like we did in the beginning here, just looking at, what the models, ultimately say. So here we go. So this is the American GFS like we were talking about. So what happens here as we approach the early 9th, we get a low pressure system that develops across the Central Plains out there by like Oklahoma. This does kick up some severe weather out there for portions like, eastern Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas region. Hence, we have that risk there. Now, this system will continue to work its way to the east out there for basically the 9th through the 10th, and ultimately approaching like the mid-Atlantic northeast for the 11th. Now, the GFS model shows mostly a rain event, mostly a bunch of precipitation regarding rainfall and thunderstorm activity. Maybe a bit of snow trailing on the backside, but honestly, it would not be really anything significant overall. That is the overall verdict. Until we reach the northeast, the GFS shows maybe a little bit of heavier snow happening. We'll have to see. So that's one model. Like I said, it's obviously great to look at more than just one model. You can't forecast from one model alone. That's one of the big mistakes that a lot of people make. So here's a CMC model, which is another model here. Different run, uses different equations, in which still is showing that big event, showing that big cold front kicking off here for basically the 10th, rolling through the late 9th into the 10th here. Now, this one shows a lot of heavy rainfall working its way out there towards the southeast, mid-Atlantic and northeast here for the late 10th. And also, it does have a big bar of snowfall that possibly could work its way through the western Ohio Valley for portions like Indiana, Michigan here, and then cranking up maybe a little bit of snow shower activity on the backhand side as the system rolls out here for basically the 11th into the 12th. So right off the bat, both the models are pretty spot on. They both agree with each other with a big cold front rolling through, driving severe weather and all that fun stuff, as well as, like I said, a bunch of, that's where they kind of disagree is the models are kind of hopping around the snow potential. It does not really seem like there's that big of a snow potential as of the models. Now, here's another model. This is the Icon. This one is showing that cold front rolling through, kicking off a lot of severe weather. Quite a distinct line there we have in play for portions like Louisiana, Mississippi, even portions out there towards like western Tennessee there. But this one, the Icon, I mean, look at that cold front that rolls through according to this. Literally locking severe thunderstorms all the way up into portions, maybe even of eastern Tennessee as well. But this model overall does, as we start to approach the end of the model, it does show maybe a little bit of snow trailing on the western to northwestern extent out there. So we'll definitely need to watch out for the potential of winter weather. But at the moment, honestly, there's just not enough information. And honestly, the models are not going too crazy over winter weather overall. Mostly it is a severe weather concern once again. So that is the verdict. That is the overall verdict here. So anyways, but with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop over here to the zip codes now. I know a lot of you guys are excited about that. So if you don't know how this works, we're going to grab your all zip code. We're going to take that zip code. We're going to plug it into one of my programs. It's going to tell me around where you are, and I will show you essentially what you can expect in that region. I will let you know if you're at risk for severe weather, if you're in an area of any concern. If you're not, then I'll tell you otherwise. Okay, so that is what we are going to be doing here. Phoenix says, do I think a 15% risk for severe weather will be added on Sunday? Maybe, Phoenix. It is possible. It is possible, but, at the moment, there is still some things we need to look out for the models. We still need to wait to, a little bit more, information there. And once we do gather that, then I'm sure they'll probably put that out. But I think it's certainly possible. All right. Well, let me go ahead and hop over here to the main screen, y'all. I'm going to keep y'all up on this screen, so I'll keep up the main view. This is the program I use. I'll take a look at the zip codes and stuff with. So let's go ahead and do that now. First of all, I need to get rid of the model, because for some reason, it only allows me to look up zip codes once I'm on the radar view, which is interesting. Anyways, let's see here. North Georgia. So North Georgia, as of right now, honestly, I really don't think you have... at least from what I'm seeing right now, it does not look like anything too crazy. So North Georgia, honestly, I'm not worried for your location. More than likely, you will get some precipitation from this event. I'm, fairly certain on that, actually. You'll definitely probably get a decent little blast of, precipitation rolling through. But according to models I'm looking at on my other screen, it really doesn't show too much instability, too much energy available for thunderstorms out there. So honestly, I think you're in a good realm. I really don't see too much of a problem for you. David, Notch, Mississippi. Sounds like bomb cyclone's going to hit us. Okay, so Notch, Mississippi. Yes, you are at risk regarding the severe weather event. You're actually right on that edge there, the 15%. So come basically late Saturday, it looks like, there's going to be that severe weather concern. So look out there for Saturday, late Saturday. It looks like you will be at risk for severe weather. The available energy is there. Like I said, there's a potential for tornadoes out there as well. Decent lower level jet, over 40 knots, which can pose some rotating thunderstorms. So that right there is something you should watch out there for. I think all hazards, tornadoes, large hail damaging winds can't be ruled out. So you definitely need to look out there, my friend, as you are in the risk. Let's see here. April says, what does significant tornado parameter look like for Saturday and Sunday? So, I honestly, personally, I don't really like looking at that product. Not to mention the mid-range models aren't out yet. So I'm not going to look at that right now, April, considering it's still a little too far for my liking. I'm going to wait till mid-range, like NAM comes through, then we'll talk about that. Okay. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Kyle wants me to take a look here at 48813. So here we go. So I plug it in here, 48813. It takes me over here to Michigan. shows me the general area. So basically, you know, we're talking basically south central portion here of Michigan. I can tell you right now, for that zip code there, Kyle, you are not expecting any severe weather as you are too far up to the north. However, I will definitely keep an eye out there for your region, and you should as well. Maybe a bit of snowfall can't be ruled out, but you know, come for the later part of this event here for basically the 10th. I'm not going to say you're going to get much because it really doesn't look like it. A little bit of snow can't be ruled out, but honestly, you probably won't be phased too much by this storm. So I think you'll be relatively fine. Gilly wants me to take a look here at 02723. 02723 across portions here, Massachusetts. So here's your problem. So yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of windy conditions. So like we were mentioning here, guys, whenever it comes to this upcoming event here, we were looking at the models over across the Northeast, and it looks like it's going to be very nasty regarding the winds out there. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to bring you over here, guys, back to the models real quickly. We're going to hop over to the U.S. view, the Northeast. I do want to bring up the wind gusts out here, and I do want to take a look at those because like we were mentioning here, it's going to get very windy. It's going to get very windy across those areas here for basically the evening of the 10th. So we're talking the late 10th here. I mean, we're talking wind gusts. We're talking like over 50 miles an hour. Out there across, you know, like Cape Cod area, I mean, shoot, it could even get 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts out there, which is actually crazy, which is actually pretty crazy. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. We'll definitely keep you all informed with that region. But yeah, the Northeast guys, once again, to my folks out there, if y'all are in the coastal Northeast region, even like Rhode Island, even like Rhode Island there. I mean, we have Massachusetts, Connecticut, Long Island. I mean, you guys are probably going to get slammed by pretty good amounts of winds overall. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. Next up, we have Quiet Waters. Once we take a look here at 65653. Let's go ahead and hop back over here. 65653 across portions here of Missouri. Okay, so yeah, you're on the south side. So here's the thing, my friend. So yeah, you're not in the risk here from the SPC. However, I will tell you, I think there is a good potential. I think there's a possibility that you could get a little bit of storm, if not severe thunderstorm activity out of this event here. Considering the models, they seem to be showing a decent amount of instability, a decent amount of energy available. For example, I'll go ahead and show you again real quickly. According to the models here, we're seeing enough, very low amounts of instability though, but considering the wind shear, how strong the winds are, it should be able to take all of this and organize it decently. I think some thunderstorms, maybe perhaps a few thunderstorms severe, can't be ruled out quite yet. So I would keep an eye on it, and this would basically be here for the Saturday commute. So I would keep an eye on it, but right now you're not in the main risk area. So as of now, you're good, but just keep an eye on it, okay? That's pretty much all I got to say for you right now. Let's see here. ATR says, what's my prediction? Let's see, marginal or slight for me, or normal thunderstorm risk. Let's see, 29645. 29645. Let's see, South Carolina. Okay, so right now, honestly, with this region, there's just not enough support yet. I mean, the models, I'm still kind of waiting for those mid-range models, honestly, to reach out to this further point in the event, because that cold front really breaks up as it rolls through Alabama. Honestly, as of right now, I'm just going to have to say probably a thunderstorm threat, but, we'll see how that changes. I mean, literally, I can show you real quickly, like the GFS model, I mean, that cold front really breaks up. You can see how we get this, solid thunderstorm event here, and as it approaches, like, the far southeast out there by the coastal southeastern U.S., the cold front, the instability breaks up dramatically overall, so that's that. Let's see, I'm getting very far behind, so if I accidentally skip over you, I'm not trying to, y'all. Let's see here. Manny Murph, once we take a look here at 18966, let's see, 18966, across portions of Pennsylvania. So regarding severe weather, we are not expecting any severe weather out your way, my friend, on that side. The one thing I will tell you, though, a lot of rain seems possible, as well as probably some gusty winds. Yeah, it looks like the winds here come basically the evening of the 10th. It looks like those winds could be getting up in the gusts of right around 40 to 50 miles per hour. So that's what I would look out there for the 10th. Let's see here. Kayla, let's see, 46176. 46176. Okay. So when it comes to it, regarding, that region in Indiana, so it does not look like severe weather is going to be all that likelihood for you. Honestly, I'm really not expecting any severe weather for you. Whenever it comes to it, though, I mean, regarding the main event and stuff like that, it really looks like you might get a little bit of precipitation out of it for sure. But honestly, I'm not really seeing too much for you. Watch out maybe for a bit of snowfall. I mean, it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely still a little too early to tell with all that snow, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. All right, let's see here. Him wants me to take a look here at 35620. 35620, cross portions here of Alabama. Okay, so you, my friend, are up on the northern stretch. Right now, you're not in the risk for severe weather. However, I do think, personally, let's see here. I definitely do think that, that risk could work its way towards your location, considering the cold front still seems somewhat intact as it rolls through Alabama. Possibly a severe weather event could extend into Alabama as a possibility. Right now, though, you're not under any risk per se from the the official forecasters at the SPC, but keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, once the mid-range models like we were talking about come through, we'll have a lot more more higher resolution available imagery, which will be able to help us determine if that area will see a decent severe weather event or hardly anything at all. It looks like thunderstorms will be quite possible, quite likely actually, with the cold front sweeping through, but honestly, severity is still a little unknown at this time. So that's that. All right, let's see. Amy, 38801. Let's see here, 38801, cross portions of Mississippi. Okay, so yeah, you, my friend, also, you're not in the risk for severe weather from the SPC, but you are on the northeast quadrant of Mississippi, in which the cold front is still relatively intact at that point. So this is here for basically late Saturday, early Sunday. Severe weather does seem possible across those regions, so keep an eye on it, and we'll definitely look out there for the potential of any other any other updates from the SPC regarding any threat increases or anything like that. Okay, a lot of talking. Let's see. Chris, we have up next 30240. Let's see, 30240, cross portions here of Georgia. We are up on the western side, my friends. So right now, there's no risk for you. And like I said, the cold front really breaks up. I don't see, as of now anyways, this could change. But right now, I don't see any big severe weather concerns for you, honestly. I don't think you'll see too much of anything regarding severe weather. Maybe some thunderstorms could be possible, but right now, regarding severe weather, it's still a little iffy. Still a little blurry. Not flurry. But yeah, a little blurry right now, so we'll get back to that area in a couple days. Okay, let's see here. I am going to scroll down to the bottom of the chat, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was skipping people here. I just got to scroll down to the bottom of the chat so I can actually, see what's going on here overall. Like I said, it gets pretty overwhelming pretty quickly. I want to keep up with that. Let's see. Savannah says, Andrew's awesome. Do personal forecasts. I appreciate it. Thank you. Him says, thank you. You're very welcome. You guys are very welcome. I appreciate all your support, guys. Do I think severe weather risk will extend northeast a bit, says Phoenix? Possibly. Actually, yeah. I think it possibly could. I think it could definitely extend a little further to the north, out there possibly in southern Missouri. Yeah. I think southern Missouri possibly could be, could be seeing that threat. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see how that, plays out overall. Seems quite possible. All right, let's see here. Lindsay wants me to take a look here at 05656. 05656, cross portions here of Vermont. Okay, so yeah, Vermont, here's the thing I got to tell about you. Okay, so when it comes to it, Vermont, like we've been mentioning, you will likely see some pretty gusty winds. Come here for basically the late 10th into the early 11th. Those winds could be over 40 to 50 miles per hour. Definitely could be something to look out there for. So, but regarding severe weather potential, you're obviously too far up to the north. You're good. No thunderstorms, no severe weather is expected for you. Whenever it comes to like winter weather potential and stuff like that, the models are very iffy on that at the moment. So I can't confirm if there will be snowfall or not. It's possible. It is actually possible that a few, a little bit of snow possibly can be ruled out. But there still is a lot of unknown right now, and we'll get back to you on that. Anyways, let's see. Chris says thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. All right, next up we have, let's see, hold on. Justin says, do I think this will stay east of the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Honestly, I think, like I said, I want to wait till the mid-range pops up here, but I do think that it'll happen right around the Dallas area. It'll start firing off right around Dallas, so Dallas can be completely ruled out themselves for any severe thunderstorm activity. Let's see here. Yes, Roadster Jim, I will see zip codes in my dreams for sure. It's too many zip codes, y'all. It's all right. Like I said, I'm here for you. I want to make sure you guys are, I want to make sure you guys are prepared and obviously aware of the situation. I'm going to be here for y'all. Let's see. All right, Callus says, what about 70815 for my friend? Let's look here. 70815. Baton Rouge. Okay, so yeah. Yep, Baton Rouge actually is right on the outside of that 15% risk area, which would lead you into at least the marginal risk area. Considering the models and stuff like that, yeah, it looks like a few isolated severe thunderstorms could be possible, as well as, thunderstorms seem quite likely. So definitely would pay attention to that region for sure. Let's see here. Heather says, can you please tell me, let's see here. It's 72112, please. Yeah, I got you. 72112, cross portions here of Arkansas. Gotcha. So, kind of on the northeastern side of Arkansas. Whenever it comes to the event here, you are right on the edge of that. Look at that. You're right on the edge of that thread out there, my friend. So, it looks like it. It definitely does look like you will potentially be in that risk for maybe an isolated severe storm or two. I would keep an eye on it. Personally, I would keep an eye on it, as it does seem possible. And this will basically be here for the late 9th, actually. Late 9th here, and we'll definitely be looking out for it, for sure. So keep an eye out there for that region. All right, let's see. Ponderosa, let's see here. 28604, snow today / tomorrow. Let's see here. So you said 28604. Gotcha, 28604. Cross portions here of North Carolina. Okay, so upper elevations of North Carolina is in the forecast to see a bit of snowfall. Yes, you are in the forecast to see a little bit of snowfall for those upper elevations, okay? Let me bring you over here real quickly. We're going to hop you over here now. So the models, as we were talking about, we're going to hop down to 18 Zulu run. As you can see, there is a little bit of upper level snowfall, a little faint blue there. It's possible. Yeah, it definitely looks quite possible. Honestly, though, whenever it comes to overall accumulations and stuff like that, not a whole lot is really expected. Honestly, really not a whole lot. Depends on exactly where you're at. It looks like you are just, let's see here. Okay, it looks like you actually are in that zone of probably seeing right around an inch or so. If you know where Boone's at, about a ½ inch expected near Boone. Slightly to the west, it does grow up to an inch. So not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Okay, let's see here. All right. What do y'all think max risk could be for Saturday? I think max risk as of now is enhanced, personally. Remember, take that with a grain of salt. That's my opinion. I mean, obviously, it's not official quite yet, but I think it could go enhanced, personally. Moderate, not really. Yeah, there's not enough instability for it really to go moderate, in my opinion, but we'll see. All right, let's see here. Who's up next? All right, so we have ourselves, let's see, Jay says, any chance I might see a snowflake overnight? Let's see, teeny tiny speck of blue. Cincinnati, 45209. All right, let's look at this. So, you know what? Shoot, wrong screen. Here we go. We'll hop back to this one. Okay, 45209. Let's see here. 45209. You said Cincinnati, right? Yep, Cincinnati. Gotcha. Okay, so models, honestly, they do show a bit of precipitation, a little bit of shower activity rolling through here for basically the 5th and the 6th. But, honestly, we can't rule out a couple snow showers either. It's quite possible. I mean, it definitely would not lead to anything accumulative. There would be no accumulation at all. But a few flurries can't be ruled out, honestly, here for basically the morning of the 6th. It'll be, probably when you're sleeping. So, you probably won't see it, honestly. It's 4 a.m. It's kind of when some of the models are showing that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Getting caught behind here. Okay. CL3 says bad weather for 39120 area. Let's see, 39120. Let's see. Oh, not just Mississippi. Gotcha. So yeah, this area we did talk about here earlier, which is in the threats for severe weather come Saturday. All hazards, tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds does seem to be a potential concern. So living out there towards Notch, Mississippi, yep, definitely would keep an eye on it. Be careful out there, my friend. What's up, Broadway? Hope you're doing good. Good evening to you as well. Let's see here. Crystal says Ohio under a flood warning. We're getting a lot of rain at 45431. Let's see, 45431. Let's see here. Riverside. Okay. I don't. Let's see. Let me pull up the warnings, watches, and advisories real quickly. See what we got going on here. I don't see any flood. Yeah, there's no flood watches, no flood warnings for Ohio. You're good. Yeah, no flood conditions there. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to scroll back down here. I'm going to work my way up again. Let's see here. Dancing Forever wants me to take a look here at 06082. Let's see here. Oh, wait, what was it again? Hold on, I already forgot. 06082, that's right. 06082, gotcha. Connecticut, okay. So yeah, Northeast, like I was saying, guys, the Northeast is going to get hit heavy. When it comes for the 10th here, we are seeing a lot of heavy winds out there. Like I said, for your location, it looks like those winds could be getting up around 50 mile per hour wind gusts potentially. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on it. Let's see. So you can't rule it out. It's good enough for me. There you go. All right, let's see. Braven says, hi, how is 57108 doing? Let's look. 57108, my friend. You are in South Dakota. Okay. Gotcha. So, southeastern portion of South Dakota, I can tell you this right now, we are not expecting any severe weather when it comes out of this event. Yeah, severe weather is going to be locked down to the south, like I said, for the most part. Overall, let's see here. So, it does look like maybe some snow showers for the 9th could not be ruled out, but really nothing big is heading your way. Honestly, I think you're pretty good. Let's see here. Hurricane says, do I know there was a moderate risk for Washington? Not severe weather. Downgraded to a slight. One person telling. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did see the moderate risk for flooding, yes. Not across. I didn't know where it was at, though, but I did hear about it. Let's see. Phoenix says, what I think primary severe weather threats will be for Saturday. Damaging winds, probably the lead, followed by tornadoes and then hail. I think that's kind of the concern. Can you tell me what the temperatures are in South Dakota? Yeah, I can do that for you. I got you, my friend. So with this cooldown, though, I will tell you this. With that cooldown that's going to be rolling through, with that system, I should say, there's going to be a cooldown. There's going to be a cooldown with it. Let's see here. So you can see the temperatures will be getting a little chilly out there. You can see the big cold front rolling through, big sharp gradient of cold air. Honestly, though, not as crazy as you might think. I mean, we're going to be getting down in nighttime in the 20s. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. We're not expecting any massive polar vortex blast or anything like that to happen. The coldest it's going to get is probably here for the morning of the 12th, according to GFS here. Maybe getting down in the single digits in North Dakota, but you should remain in the 20s for the most part. Really nothing too crazy. Yeah. Let's see here. Can you tell? Okay, I literally just looked at that one. Real Time Storm says, is there going to be flood threats for 30904? Let's see here. Georgia. I don't think so. Honestly. I think we are, obviously, yeah, you're probably going to be getting a bit of precipitation out in those regions, but honestly, I really don't think you're going to see any flooding, at least from what I'm seeing now. Let's see here. Let me actually bring that up here, too. I'll even show you on the models, too, regarding the overall accumulation. It is still definitely way too early to tell, but whenever it comes to it, I mean, we're not even expecting an inch, really. Honestly, yeah, the models with that system rolling through, most you're going to get is about an inch, honestly. Let's see. Sorry I'm late against the polar vortex. You're good. No worries. See here. Will this impact 26757? 57. Got you, my friend. Let's see here. 26757. West Virginia. Gotcha. So, upper portions of West Virginia. I will tell you this, my friend. There is a bit of snow to your west. With this upcoming bit of snow, actually, for the next 2 days or so. I don't think you'll probably see any of that, unfortunately. Honestly. But regarding this upcoming system here, you'll probably see a bit of rain out of it. You know, maybe up to about an inch or so, according to some models here, overall. But yeah, not a whole lot of impacts for you. I hate to tell you that, but yeah, you're not going to really see too much of anything crazy. No storms, nothing like that. So, all right, let's see. Mr. Candy Cane says, will the severe weather threat extend at 39443? 39443. Let's see here. Okay, so you're kind of in the southeastern side of Mississippi. Yeah, I think it will. I do. That I will tell you. I do think it will extend into portions that are out there by southeast Mississippi. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. But like I said, y'all. Make sure. If y'all have any questions, feel free to let us know. I know I can't answer everybody all at once. I wish I could, but, you know, I am only one person after all. I can only say so much at one point. But just know I'm here for you. I'm going to be here for y'all. Like I said, you know, days leading up to the event, like today, we're leading up to the event here. We're going to keep y'all informed with the latest info we know about it, as well as, like I said, whenever the event happens, whenever the event does pop off here, come Saturday and the Sunday, I'll be live as well. I'll actually be live during the event to help out with the coverage. So, let's see. Okay. Airborne says Saturday, 35756. Will we see tornadoes? 35756. 35756. Okay. Alabama. Northern side of Alabama. Let's see. Let me hop over to models real quickly. Honestly, though, you know, I ain't going to rule out a couple isolated ones, considering the lower level jet stream, I mean, still is really cranking out there. I mean, for an example, let me actually full screen this here. So when it comes to, like, whenever that cold front passes through, there's quite a low level jet on that. Not a whole lot of instability, but I think it could lead to maybe an isolated tornado threat. I ain't going to say no, but I think it's a possibility. A couple isolated. It probably won't be the biggest tornado threat overall, but I think the biggest tornado threat's honestly going to be across, like, some of these portions out there by, like, Louisiana and stuff. Considering instability is quite great out there. I mean, we're seeing those winds, low-level jet over 40 knots. So pretty supportive. Let's see. Okay. Hurricane says, am I in the risk for 64801? Let's see here. 64801. Sorry if I'm slowing down a bit. I'm just trying to catch my breath from talking so much. Let's see. Okay, southwest portion here of Missouri. So, like I was talking about here, you know, it does seem possible. It does seem possible that severe weather could extend into southern Missouri. I do think it's a possibility, honestly. So I'm gonna have to say, watch out. I would keep an eye out there for your region. Maybe a possible north expansion, I think, could be a possibility. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see. Velocity says, please, Andrew, I need to know for 70791, about 30 or so north of Kalisprin. 70791. Let's see here. 70791. Across from Louisiana. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you, my friend, you are kind of northeastern. I consider that northeastern portions of Louisiana. I guess pretty much eastern side, I guess. I personally, I would keep an eye on it for that region. Whenever it comes to the models and stuff like that, there is enough instability out there for possibly some storms, maybe some severe weather potentially as well. I think you could be included in a severe weather threat, honestly. All hazards possible. So when it comes to basically late Saturday, we'll keep an eye on it. But right now, regarding the overall risk area, I mean, you are right outside, my friend. I mean, look at this. You're, like, literally right outside of that risk there. I do think severe weather will be a possibility come Saturday. So keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Take a drink of water. I did actually bring a water. I just haven't opened it yet. So I should do that. Okay. Let's see. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. SPC Fort Smith says, may I know for 72941. Let's see here. 72941. Gotcha. Arkansas. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, Western Arkansas, you are included in the threat, my friend. You are right there in that. I mean, you're right on the edge of it, but you're there. You're in that threat for severe weather. I would keep an eye on it, my friend. Here for Saturday, as it does look like a severe weather potential could be there. Let's see here. Let's see. Cal says thanks. No problem, y'all. You're very welcome, guys. Like I said, y'all don't have to say thanks. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Like I said, we're here for you. Yeah, I just want to keep y'all prepared, you know. See, I think up the thunderstorm, we'll get a thunderstorm too. Is it up to West Virginia? I don't think instability goes up that high, does it? Pretty sure it doesn't. Let's see. Oh, my program's here. Let's go ahead and hop back to full screen real quickly. Back on the models. Yeah, I mean, you can see there's really not any instability. Whatever is there, it's capped out immediately. I mean, we're talking like less than 50 joules per kilogram, which even for a normal thunderstorm would not be crazy. So I don't even know about all that. I don't know about all that. Let's see. Even the temperatures out there, I'm sure, are going to be pretty cold. Pretty cold to support any of that activity. Well, you know what? No, 60s. Let's see. What about those dew points? That's what really matters. 50s. Some events, some circumstances could work, but honestly, I don't really see too much. Let's see. Velocity says, thanks, Adrian. You're very welcome. Let's see. I guess WAFB hasn't said much about what's going on Saturday. 4 days out yet. Gotcha. Yeah, Velocity, I would keep an eye on it as you are, you are in that risk area. You're near the risk area. The cold front does hold up decently out there towards that region, so I would have to keep an eye on it for sure. Just to play it safe. Obviously, we'll keep you in the loop. We'll keep you updated and everything like that. So, so I got you, my friend. I got you. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna be doing the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing, y'all. Whenever it comes to tomorrow evening, I'm gonna be live again. We're gonna be talking about the newest information and all that fun stuff that comes through about it. So, like I said, y'all won't be left behind. We'll keep y'all updated here. Let's see here. When does the new one come out here? I guess it doesn't really show. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know exactly what time this new update comes through for the day 5 outlook. We'll keep it on it. And if anything new pops up, I'll let you guys know immediately. Yeah, I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out about it. Either if that's on a live stream or it's on my community page, we'll keep you updated in the forecast and stuff. All right, let's see here. Any questions, y'all? If you guys have anything, you all want me to take a look anywhere? Like I said, if you guys, if you guys want me to take a look at any place, regarding, where severe weather could potentially be at, feel free to let me know. Do I think Joplin could get some precipitation? Yeah, I do, actually. I do think Joplin's in that area where we could see maybe a little bit of precipitation out of this event here. Let's see here. I don't think a whole lot, though, honestly. Yeah, probably nothing really to accumulate too much of. But a little bit of rain can't be ruled out. Joseph says, is this for severe weather? Oh, is this for severe weather coming this weekend? Yes, Joseph, this is for Saturday. Yeah, this is for Saturday, my friend. You can see here, SPC does have that 15% risk area out there for Saturday. For East Texas, small sliver of southeastern Oklahoma, portions out there in central southern Arkansas, a lot of northern central portions of Louisiana and western Mississippi. Yep. What's up, dog man? Hope you're doing good, dude. Glad to have you here. Hope everything's good with you. Velocity says, yep. Not a first alert day yet. See, usually is until 2 days out, but it'll be clear by Thursday evening, Friday. Yeah. So keep an eye on it. It's been in the SPC forecast for a couple days now. So April says, keep in mind, cape usually increases as we get closer to the event. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, usually when usually the long range models very underdo cape amounts. So if you don't know what cape is, convective available potential energy. Think of it as the thunderstorm juice, thunderstorm fuel. And the fuel for thunderstorms, the availability for potential energy increases as we get, as we usually get closer to the event. I want to go ahead and show you guys this real quickly. This is actually pretty crazy looking. So look at this. So this is our dew points. I mean, look at that. You see that big air mass just pushing all of that warm air out. So this is where your rich dew points are. This is where we're seeing, really muggy kind of humid conditions out here. And this is all drier air. You can see how the dry air just completely pushes all of that moisture-filled air right out. And where that pushing line is, that's your cold front. So that's right where we're going to be seeing the cooler air taking place of the warmer air overall. So pretty cool stuff. Let's see here. See our first Cat 5 member. Oh yeah, dude, huge shout out, man. Goes to Dogman. You are awesome, dude. Seriously, you really blew my night that night. You blew my mind that night. Thank you so much, dude. Once again, you are an absolute legend. Let's see. SBC Fort Smith says, Andrew, so far 72941 wind will be the main threat. Let's see here. We're gonna hop you back over here. 72941. Let's see here. 72941. Let's see. Arkansas. Let's see. Let me redo that real quickly. You said where? 72941. 72941. Try this again. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, you're in western side. So strong wind. Let's see here. Winds will be the main threat. Yeah, I do actually. I do think the wind threat will be mostly the main concern, followed by that tornado and maybe some isolated hail too. So keep an eye on it. Anyways. Joseph says, is 38018 gonna get, or is it still just strong wind? Just got off work. Let's see, 38018. 38018. Let's see here. Tennessee. Southwest side. I got to by Memphis. Okay. So, honestly, the models regarding, the Memphis area here overall, the models of the Memphis area, the cold front kind of breaks down as it rolls through like Tennessee. I can't rule out a couple thunderstorms, maybe an isolated severe thunderstorm or two could be possible. I would keep an eye on it. I do think you might be included at least in the marginal risk out there, considering you're right by the 15% area, so that marginal's got extended a little bit further out. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it, for sure. Let's see. Dramatic frontal presentation. Oh yeah, that was a crazy view, wasn't it? Let's see, back over here, those really showing that the big frontal passage there. That's just crazy, massive. I mean, massive air mass just getting pushed straight down. Pretty crazy. What's up, Samuel? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already. We are literally 3 likes off from 100. We greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Y'all absolutely rock. We love y'all. Let's see. Arctic is going to hate the dry air. What, Courtney? What, my girlfriend? She's going to hate the dry air? Let's see. Honestly, it's not going to be too crazy where I'm at. Down here in Central Florida. It's not going to be too crazy. It's kind of where it cuts off, honestly. It's kind of where, because we're down in the tropical air down here in Florida. Central southern side mostly. So a lot of that tropical moisture just remains. I mean, even though this really nasty frontal passage rolls through, driving a lot of Arctic air down, a lot of cooler air down, it's honestly, tropical moisture remains. So, let's see here. Hope the rain on the ground doesn't turn to ice, says Crystal. Honestly, well, after the event, it usually does get a little bit cooler. Some refreezing could be possible in some locations. I think it's a good possibility, so we'll have to look out for that in some regions. Let's see, everything moderates in Florida. Florida's an interesting state, as you guys know. Let's see here. I'm going to do mod ranking. First Mark, second Crystal, third Arctic, fourth TRG, fifth Catman, sixth Pilot. I feel like I did the list wrong. I love y'all equally. How about that? Speaking of support, dude, Mark, My man coming in here with another $5 super chat, dude. You are awesome, bro. Thank you so much, man. Mark here with seriously some awesome support lately, dude. Mark, dude, thumbs up to you, man. Seriously, dude. You are super sweet, man. You really are. I really appreciate all that you do say. This is fun. Thank you, dude. Seriously, you've helped me out a lot lately. And honestly, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know, okay? But thank you, dude. Seriously, y'all give Mark a big thank you in the chat. Greatly appreciated, dude. Thank you once again. You're such a big help. Samus says, Andrew, so far, let's see here. When will be the main threat? So 39183. Let's see here. 39183. Let's see here. Once again, Mark, dude. Thank you, man. Western Mississippi. Honestly, yeah. Winds, tornadoes, damaging winds, tornadoes, and large hail. I think they're all a concern, actually. So I'd keep an eye on it for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely would keep an eye on it for sure. Because you actually are in that heated area there, right where that 15% actually is. So I definitely would keep an eye on it for sure. All right, we're gonna hop on back here, y'all. Let's see here, back to the GFS here regarding instability. So, like I said, y'all can see this. Like I said, this is all your thunderstorm juice, and you can see how it does work its way up, all the way up in the portions of like central Missouri. Honestly, I really do think that the threat kind of drops off for the most part in these regions. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that some of those storms could kick off across like eastern Texas, East Oklahoma, Arkansas, central Missouri, even maybe southern Illinois, kind of cutting off there for Kentucky. Honestly, maybe a little bit of Tennessee could see some thunderstorm activity. Maybe in the Georgia in the late run, we'll have to see, but that's that. Dylan says, what I think of Reed Timmer's forecast, 2024 being another active tornado season. It's a good possibility. I do. I think it is a good possibility. The only thing I have a little bit of a problem with is predicting the exact amount of tornadoes. Honestly, I think that's a little hard to do. It is a little hard to do, but, predicting the exact number of tornadoes, it's kind of pushing it. But he did a good job. He did do a good job. I do think it could be potentially above average, too. Absolutely. Let's see. Anyways, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Crystal again with another $2 here. Crystal, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. Crystal coming in again with another support here on Cash App. Thank you so much, dude. Or ma'am, thank you so much, Crystal. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Crystal. You are awesome. You and Mark. Huge shout out goes to Mark and Crystal. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Shout out to Mark. Big shout out to Mark and Crystal. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Dylan says, I think storms that produce them with ones that pop up in totally random locations. Yeah, it's a little hard to predict, specific storms. Obviously, months in advance. But, I mean, we can get a general idea of what it could look like. But, we can never be too sure. Let's see. What are you talking about, Cat Man? Saying his lowest grade's an 82%. Wow. You definitely surpassed me. Honestly, I didn't handle school too well, honestly. It's just I don't know. I just couldn't focus, usually. Couldn't focus. Let's see. April says, do I think the SPC could issue an enhanced severe weather risk or a moderate for Saturday? April, I don't think a moderate, personally, especially compared to what I'm seeing right now. I think an enhanced is reasonable. But moderate, not really. I don't think a moderate, honestly. Good question, by the way. I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, right now it's a slight risk, level 2 severe weather threat. Equivalent, pretty large one too, actually. So I really wouldn't be surprised if we did get a localized view up to a 30% some area, 30% probability for either winds or 10% for Tor, maybe. We'll see. That we shall, and shall we will. Let's see here. Cash Track says, what is 70601 looking like? Let's see here. 70601. 70601. Gotcha. Louisiana. Whoa, that zoomed me in far. Okay. So yeah, you, my friend, Southwest side, you are in the 15% risk area. So Cash Track, I would keep an eye on the severe weather here. Saturday. Saturday's your day. All hazards, tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds is a possible concern. So keep an eye on it. Let's see, Dylan says, not saying we will, not saying we won't. See an EF4, EF5 tornado in Florida. Oh, Florida's never had an EF5. No, Florida's only had an EF4 as a maximum rating here. I don't think so, Dylan. I don't think so, man. No, honestly, when it comes to it, whenever it comes to it, though, like I said, maximum rating is, I think it took place, let's see, when was this? I actually researched this a little bit ago. I think it was in the 50s. See, yeah, it's still in my search history, too. Okay, here we go. So, mainly affected I-4 corridor in Central Florida. Many people are sleeping when the tornado struck. Let's see, which may have been the death toll was so high. Okay, this was in February 22nd. February 22nd to 23rd. In the year of 1998. 1998. Can't show any photos of it because they're probably copyrighted. But it was an F4. It was an F4 tornado. Let's see here. Interesting. There's another one apparently over 1980, March 1st. Wow. Yeah, if you guys want to know more about that, I'd look it up on Google. You can find a lot of information about that. But yeah, we never did have we never did see a what you call it? Yeah, we never did see an EF5 in Florida. Pretty sure, obviously Alabama's seen them. Not Mississippi, I'm pretty sure, has seen them too. I don't know about Georgia. Has Georgia ever seen the EF5? Let's see. There was. Yep. Looks like there was. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. No, never mind. EF4s. Georgia. So what I'm looking at here says, no EF5 tornado has ever been documented in the states of Georgia, North Carolina, and even South Carolina. Pretty interesting. Let's see. What's up, Sabrina? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But like I said, my friends, got to be on the lookout here come, let's see here, Saturday. Saturday, we got to be on the lookout. If it'll let me. Let me change this here. Once again, Saturday. Saturday's the day, y'all. Big risk for eastern Texas, portions out there in Louisiana. Let's see here, central southern Arkansas and western Mississippi. Let's see, 1966 was a big year for Tampa. Wow. I wasn't around to remember that one. Let's see. What are you talking about, Catman? Pushing me off a cliff? What are you talking about, bro? But like I said, y'all, if you got any questions about upcoming weather event, like I said, if there's anything that y'all are, if there's anything y'all are, wondering about and stuff like that, let me know. Cala, there was never an EF5 in Florida. Nope. Highest ever rated in Florida was an EF4, which is still a nasty storm for sure. But if there's nothing else I can do, y'all, I think we're probably gonna close the stream here pretty soon. It feels like we got to most people, so that's good. At least we got the word out there, and hopefully helped out a few people today. That's the whole reason we're here. Let's see. Sabrina says all is well. Hopes all is well with me. It's going good for me. Glad it's going good for you. But, yep. So, final call, y'all. Before we roll off here for tonight. Let's see. 1998 makes me sad. Kissimmee outbreak was nothing I would expect. Let's see. My best cousin lived through. Truly scary, honestly. Wow. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about that. Let's see here. Nordic says, hello. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. What percent having a strong tornado during the winter season? That's an answer I can't answer. It's honestly an answer I can't answer. Let's see. CT rain for this. Sabrina, you talking about Connecticut? Connecticut rain. I will tell you, Connecticut. My friend. Okay, here's what you got to look at. If you live in Connecticut, there is something I would keep an eye out there for. Okay. Let's see here. So when it comes to it, there you go. So yeah, Connecticut's got to watch out for some really strong winds. Wind gusts here for basically the evening of the 10th. Okay. Those winds could get up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. Yeah, 40 to 50 miles per hour for sure. When it comes to it, though, look at this. Some of those coastal areas out there by like Cape Cod in Massachusetts could get 60 to 70. Pretty crazy stuff. That's according to both the GFS and the ECMWF. They both supported it. So that in itself is pretty crazy. How close to me says Georgia's never had an EF5? Nope, they have not. Let's see here. Good night. Great live tonight. Thank you, Ragtie. Sabrina says 06492. Let's see here. Let's see, 06492. Gotcha. Connecticut. Yep. So yeah, Connecticut. The main thing you're gotta look out there for is those winds, like I was talking about for the late 10th. When it comes to like winter weather and any kind of crazy stuff going on, honestly, not really. Honestly, don't really see too much of any winter weather concerns for you. You'll probably get a bunch of rain, it looks like. Not too sure on how much yet, but it looks like for like the 10th through the 11th. So I'd look out there for that. Let's see. Nordic says, can I look at the region of 65721? Got you, my friend. 65721. 65721. Gotcha, Missouri. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you, my friend, you're on the southern side of Missouri. I do think that the risk could extend up to your region. I do think that you could be at risk for severe weather come Saturday. A couple isolated tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds can't be ruled out. So I would keep an eye on it. That I would. Yeah, I would keep an eye on it. We'll have to watch out for it. But right now you're not in the threat yet from the SPC, anyways. But I think that it could. I do think it could shift a little bit more to the north out there. So, let's see. Janice says, hi and bye. Hello, hi and bye. Let's see. Sabrina says, awesome. Thank you, Andrew. No problem. You're very welcome. Isabella says, hiya. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Jackson says, can I please cover Memphis / North Mississippi, please? Yeah, of course. Of course, I got you. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me hop back to the SPC real quickly. Hold on. Okay, so right now, regarding the Storm Prediction Center, there's no risk for Memphis or, really not that much of northern Mississippi overall. So Jackson, honestly, like I said, right now, they don't have any risk out there for you. But I do think it will extend to the east. And I do think you might be in the risk out there towards Memphis, northern Mississippi, here come early Sunday, probably. So we'll keep an eye on it. I think you will possibly be at risk for maybe some isolated tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Anyways, let's see. I live in Texarkana, Texas. Any input on what's going to happen there? I accidentally skipped Isabella. We'll get to you, Isabel, here in a second. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's see, Texarkana. Yeah, Texarkana is in the risk area. You are in a level, you are in that 15% region. So all hazards, large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes can't be ruled out. So Saturday, keep an eye out there for that area. Sorry, Isabel. So what do I think? The fair modes are on the system for day 5 Saturday. Let's see here. Fail modes. Gotcha. So I guess you're talking about what I think the odds of this not playing out. Honestly, though, things are in place. It doesn't show much of a cap. It does look like it's pretty, pretty solid. I mean, instability is not the greatest, but it's there. It's enough. Low level jets, what gets it, what really gets it. So the odds of this thing underperforming right now, it seems pretty low because a lot of models do agree on it. I think it looks pretty solid. Anyways, let's see. But yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to skip over you. I never tried to. Let's see here. All right. Janice says 03062. Let's see here. 03062, New Hampshire. Let's see. Okay, Southern New Hampshire. Okay, so yeah, you, my friend, this really goes to everybody who's up in the northeastern U.S. Southern New Hampshire, I would really keep an eye out there for. Let's see here. I would really keep an eye out there for the possibility regarding heavy winds. Yeah, heavy winds. You heard me right. Heavy wind seems to be a big problem because as the system rolls through for those upper elevations there, or sorry, for those upper states there, not elevations. Upper elevations too, actually. So you can see like southern portions of New Hampshire. We're talking wind gusts, probably probably 45 to 55 miles per hour. Could be a little heavy. This is for late 10th. Remember, late 10th. A lot of the models do support that too, so it's pretty confident. Pretty confident. Let's see here. How about Conroe, Texas? Let's see here. Deerwood, Houston. Whoa. Okay, Conroe, Texas. Let's see. Conroe, Texas. Okay. So I don't think Conroe is in that risk. Actually, you're really close. Hold on. You might be, actually. Yeah, actually, Conroe is in that risk there. So Conroe is at risk for severe weather Saturday. Large hail, damaging winds, and a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. Let's see here. Who else? You say for Houston? Houston's at risk too. Houston, not keeping on it. So all those regions are at risk. Samuel says next live stream start time. Should be around the same time, maybe 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 7 Central tomorrow. Let's see. If we find some breaking information, like if we get like a big update or something, I might even go live earlier, like an afternoon update and then an evening update. So possibly 2 live streams, but we'll definitely be live at 8 tomorrow. What's up, Ella? Hope you're doing good. See, Bunzy says, just joining. Is there anything for West Texas? No, not West Texas. You're good, my friend. Mostly just an East Texas type of event. Let's see. How's the high winds for New Jersey? Let's see. Let me hop on back here. So New Jersey, yeah. So we're talking like 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts possible. Keep an eye on it. Just came here. More a couple of my friends have COVID. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully they feel better soon. Think by Sunday, or do I know if there'll be lake effect snow behind all this? I think it's possible. Yeah, polar vortex. What typically happens during these events here is that cooler air mass rolls over the warmer lakes. It definitely does pop off some lake effect. I think it could be possible. Not exactly sure where yet because it's still a little ways away. But I think lake effect could be a thing for sure. All right. See, Samuel says thank you. No problem. No problem, my friend. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome, my friend. But anyways, y'all, we're going to be heading off here soon. My girlfriend's still over. She leaves tomorrow, so I'm going to spend some time with her while I can. We're going to be wrapping things up here soon. If there's any other questions you guys might have on the event, I will get to them really quickly. But we'll be heading off here in a couple minutes, y'all. So, but once again, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for the supporters out there. You guys are awesome. We love y'all. Mark and Crystal, thank you guys for supporting us. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome here. Appreciate you guys very much. How about the northern side of Ohio? No severe weather. No severe weather for those areas. No, we're good overall. Samuel says goodbye, or say bye, good night. Good night to you, Samuel. Have a good night. Let's see, do I believe that 1961 a hurricane... Wait, what? Do I believe that in 1961 a hurricane named Carla spawned an EF4 tornado in Galveston, Texas? Interesting. They can spawn some pretty nasty tornadoes. cyclone induced. You got some strong wind shear on the eastern flank. For sure. That can happen. It can happen. Sam says, see you tomorrow night. All right, you too. Take care, man. See here. Polar Vortex says, thank you. Have a great visit with your girlfriend. Thank you. Appreciate it. That I appreciate. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream here for now. Once again, yeah, tomorrow we'll be live again, 8 o'clock Eastern. So 7 Central, 6 Pacific, or sorry, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. So we'll be here for you guys overall. And all right, you guys. Well, y'all take care. Once again, thank y'all for joining us. We're going to go ahead over here to the ending screen. So if there is any questions that you guys might have, like I said, any questions y'all might have, feel free to join our Discord. It's actually down in the description. So if you have any questions while we're offline, you can chat with me or any of the other members in the stream, and we could probably help you out. And all right, guys. Well, once again, thank y'all for joining us. Y'all absolutely rock. The stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and start down the countdown. And all right, my friends. Well, you guys take care. We love y'all. Please be safe out there. Once again, big shout out goes to Crystal as well as Mark. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are super sweet. Appreciate you guys. And everybody else for joining us. Much love to you guys. If you've not already, consider subscribing, leaving a like. We greatly appreciate y'all. And maybe share this with your friends and family. Help spread that word out there, my friends. Help get the weather information out there. Be greatly appreciated. All right, my friends. Well, y'all take care. Much love to y'all. And we will catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you tomorrow.